Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Gnosis, and in this video we're going to be breaking down what I feel is the ultimate warm-up routine for Chapter 3 of Fortnite. And the beauty of this routine is that it covers all the key mechanics you need to be a great player, and the entire routine can be done in less than an hour, which is so amazing. So if you find this helpful, please consider dropping a like on the video, and now let's get right into it. So to start the routine, we're going to use an aim map I was put on by my good friend Chillin209, and it's become my absolute favorite map to use for a quick and easy aim routine. Now what we're going to do once we load in is go through the rift for shotgun section and start by just warming up our flick shots. But you also want to make sure while you're doing this, you're not just standing still. You want to be strafing left and right and crouching just like you would in a real fight to make yourself a harder target to hit. Once your flick shots are feeling good, we're going to come to the right and select start movement mode. Now this is going to send barriers at us that we're going to have to avoid while also still hitting our flick shots, which is going to help our aim in situations where we're strafing or jumping. Now aside from being an insanely good way to practice, it's also just very fun. I could easily do this for 10 minutes and not get bored, which is huge for people who sometimes get bored with aim training. I suggest doing this for at least 5 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the next section. Next, we're going to stay on the same map and just go through the rift for AR aim. From here, we're going to be able to practice our AR shots from 20, 60, and 80 meters. Now, my advice on this one is to let your crosshair bloom reset after every shot so you're as accurate as possible, and just practice tap firing the way you would when going for headshots from distance in a real game. Now up next, we're just going to load into an empty island with no weapons and start free building, get our mechanics warmed up. The best player in the game, Tayson, still spends an hour a day just free building like this, which honestly says a lot. And I can attest that for me personally, free building has helped me improve more than any crazy routine or creative training method. Now what makes free building so great is that you can be practicing your general building and editing, your piece control, your high ground retakes, literally anything you can think of. The only thing that can limit you while free building is your imagination. So if you're newer to free building, you can click the link on the top right now of this video, which is going to show you some great free building patterns I put together to help get you started. I would spend as much time as you need here before moving on to the next section. Moving on, we're going to do Raiders Piece Control Practice Map V3, and as most people know by now, Piece Control is one of the most important things you can learn in all Fortnite, and if you haven't learned yet or you just feel confused by this map, you can click right now at the top right of this video for a breakdown of every single drill here. Now if you're new to piece control, I suggest you go through every single drill daily, but if you're at a point where you can piece control fast with consistency, then you can switch to just doing 5 of these drills a day and rotate daily which 5 you're doing to keep things fresh. Now for our last 2 steps of the warm-up, we're going to focus on fighting, starting with box fights. Now I've noticed so many players have stopped grinding box fights because we're currently not in a box fighting meta, but in my opinion this is a huge mistake. Even in the current meta, 90% of our off-spawn fights are going to be a box fight situation, and assuming next season we're no longer in the spray meta, learning how to box fight with a pump will be crucial to improving as a player. I would do probably 2 or 3 rounds of these, and if you're feeling comfortable, we can go ahead and move on. Now in this routine, we're going to do the game mode I've talked about more than anything else in my almost 2 years on YouTube, and that is realistic 1v1s. These are in my opinion the most fun way to practice, and you truly incorporate every aspect of your game in these while fighting. Now many people suggest you use realistic loot in these, but I've always went with gold pump just because it forces you to play perfect with your peaks and movement, since one headshot can kill you at any time. Now I suggest you record your 1v1 sessions if possible to watch back afterwards and pick up on everything you're doing right and everything you're doing wrong, as this is by far the fastest way to improve your fight IQ and become a better player. I would do a minimum 2 or 3 rounds of these, but don't be surprised if you spend the rest of your day playing them and never even make it to arena or pubs. They're that much fun and that much effective at making you a better player. Alright guys, so there you have it, my ultimate warm-up routine for Chapter 3. Now whether you're brand new to Fortnite this season or you've been playing from Chapter 1 like me, I guarantee this warm-up routine will give you amazing results if you just stay consistent with it. Also before we go, I would love to invite you all to my Discord. We have an amazing community building over there and would love to have you a part of it, so feel free to click the link tree in the description of this video to join, and until next time, keep on grinding.